made it back. Man, we made it back. Shout out to everybody out there at the Court Plantation doing what they need to do to survive. We've made it back. Shout out to Vegas. Shout out to everybody out there in Vegas. Tasha, man. Hey, look, YouTube started to let me get the comments now. I can actually get the comments and respond. David, no, I couldn't respond to shit. People probably was like, damn, he an asshole. He don't say nothing. When I used to do my lives, I could respond in there, but like I don't know what the fuck YouTube was doing. But now that I can see the comments, thought you like that Gene deal. He sound like somebody at church. I'm gonna figure it out. I keep forgetting. But anyway, shout out to my sister Tasha. Shout out to Lil Angelo and Mercedes and all of them out there in Vegas handling business. Shout out to Erica, Florida in the building, aka Florida. Shout out to the homegirl Shawnee. Philly is in the building, blackandnoble.com. Hey, I appreciate you. Blackandnoble.com. Shawnee is definitely in the building. Shout out to her family and her peeps. Shawnee's original. Shout out to my brother James Youngblood. Y'all need to watch this nigga like do his interviews. I really think that people don't be prepared to answer his questions, and I love it. It's a good thing, David. It's not a bad thing, brother. That means you on point. And not just you on point, you are very professional, profound, and I'm telling you, we think because we see a nigga, we could just bullshit. No. All those people that he be interviewing, they think it's sweet until he be like, so, how do you feel about attending this soiree? Like man, I don't know, man, I need to study this nigga. Like, and then he'll put the mic in their face and they'll be like, and a lot of it is stage fright and a lot of it is the professionalism. We are so not used to each other being professional. Straight up, because we niggas. And it's no diss to the people he's interviewing. It's funny because James Youngblood don't even know he's raising the vibration of the people that he's interviewing. So, I thought I would just say that. I'll say it again. I don't know if that brother knows it, but he heard it here. He's raising the vibration of the people he's interviewing. Because it's so funny. Hey, I'm glad you're out tonight. What's your name? I'm glad. So how do you feel about being a part of something that's so monumental? I would be like, damn, nigga. I didn't know he was going to say that. But shout out to my brother James Youngblood. Texas is definitely in the building. Yes, that's one of my OGs. I don't care. Whoever listens to this, they going to be like, why you always missing the people? Because these the people I fuck with. Sorry. You know, I fuck with whoever else listens to the channel too, but that nigga James be having me rolling. But anyway, shout out to my brother Dave for No Compromise. They lucky David ain't interviewing him too. David been quoted before. Look, David should be a part of. Here, hold on. I'm gonna just introduce everybody that I fuck with. Shout out to everybody. Then I'm about to say something real profound about David. Shout out to my brother David from No Compromise, all the way in Georgia. Shout out to my homegirl Melina, all the way in North Carolina, aka North Kakalaka. The Hidden Hand. Let's get it. All right, now David. Let's talk about David for a second. David, I remember I came up with this thing, me and Erica. I think it was me and Erica and Tasha, if I'm not mistaken. This was like a couple of years ago. Remember y'all? And I was like, they need Sambo Rehab. They need to watch all the Hidden Colors in the Rehab. And they need to read Black Labor, White Wealth. I know y'all remember that shit. Remember? And I was like, they need to read Dr. Jordan Groove's Post-Traumatic Slave Syndrome, and they need to read this and that. Well, I'm adding David to that list too. And after they do all that reading, they need to do a aptitude test with David from No Compromise. And for every answer you get wrong, he gets a chance to go in on you historically about why it's so important that you need to know these things. Because if you talking about a walking encyclopedia, my nigga David is, bro. I'm sorry. Sometimes I be listening to some of these youngsters try to quote Dr. Amos Wilson and Dr. John Henry Clark, and I'll be like, so I'm gonna start sending David text messages when I be listening to people podcasts and they be trying to quote shit and they don't know how to quote it and they be forgetting who they quoting. I'm gonna be like, David, we need to have David as a fill-in. And David could come in and be like, what he meant to say was this, and this. They lucky, I'm telling you. But shout out to my brother Dave from No Compromise, man. Shout out to everyone. Look, man, we got a couple of things that I want to discuss. The first thing, remember that I told you, this is a hidden hand, this is all theater, like David was saying about this killer, whatever his name, Megniani or whatever. Italian motherfucker. But you gonna be like, Warren, where are you going? Look, y'all gotta trust me by now. I'm about to break this shit down. Y'all gonna be like, damn, I didn't even see that. Now, don't y'all find it so interesting that they done found this man right around the Daniel Panay trial, because he was found not guilty, right? So I think that was a diversion and interference so people wouldn't be rioting or people wouldn't rise up and start tripping. That's what I personally believe. Because the hidden hand, they are geniuses. They know. So that's not just the one thing. Now watch what's about to take place with this killer. Just watch. Y'all notice all this information keeps coming out. All this information, all of a sudden, all these people are so willing to do these interviews to get clout. They could be crisis actors, or they could be friends, but not real friends. And you're like, Warren, why are you saying that? Because, okay. And that's the difference between a dominant society and black folk, black American, FBA. I'm gonna give you a prime example. Y'all notice how all these people coming out saying, I can't believe he did this. That brother who worked at the Coors plant that lived in Milwaukee, and then white people was fucking with him at the job, and he kept telling HR, and they kept fucking with him, and HR wouldn't do nothing, so he wrote a manifesto, and he killed everybody. He did OJ. I'm gonna kill them all. So he killed everybody. Y'all notice nobody was coming out talking about, I just can't believe he would do that. I'm talking about black folk. Most black folk was like, I don't condone the killings, but if you keep pushing people, you don't know where people are at mentally. But you notice people weren't trying to clout chase. But with this, it's almost extra. And y'all like, Warren, you tripping. I'm telling y'all, go back and look at when he first did the shooting or the killing, allegedly, and look at now. And look at how everything adds up to what I'm telling you. So we're going to go ahead and play this audio. Oh, they did a janky. Okay, here, I'm going to play it again. Because they don't want to play it. When he was trying to send a message to somebody that had a cell phone. So, let's just see. Let's see if I can get it. Because he was trying to send a message. Now, all of a sudden, let's see if they let me play it. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see. Because they might not even let me
Your
play
parents have given you some amazing gifts. But what about the inherited ones?
I know I don't want to hear that. Fuck you. And we're going to get on that shit too. That DNA shit too. Ancestry.com and all this bullshit. Man, fuck y'all. Y'all playing games. Y'all want a whole bunch of black people DNA so y'all can just start linking black people to unsolved crimes when y'all can't solve them. You better stop trusting these people. And I mean, when the people say my Ancestry DNA, right. Here we go.
Angione's arrival at a courthouse in Pennsylvania. That's where we were anticipating an extradition hearing for the 26-year-old Ivy League graduate and high school valedictorian accused in the murder of health insurance CEO Brian Thompson.
Yeah, let's see this moment. It is actually sort of something to watch. He was trying to send a message, but police rush him off very quickly.
And they did rush him off very quickly. Just listen. I mean, real quickly.
And it's completely out of touch. And it's an insult to the intelligence of the American people. It's a lived experience.
insult to the intelligence of the American people. That's all. They cut it off. There was no commentary after. Now that I played that, we can get into. Remember how the Wayans on Living Color, when they used to be like the Nation of Islam and they'd be in prison? Cause psychologically and diabolically. Oh man, I hate to do this, but why would that man say that? David, James, Tasha, Shawnee, Erica. Why would that man say that? Most people who did it, did you hear Dylan Roof talking about, first of all, they don't manhandle white folk like that when they have him in custody. Dylan Roof killed so many black people and they took him to Burger King to go eat. Did y'all forget that? Kyle Rittenhouse shot up a whole bunch of people. Did they rough him up the way they roughing up this brother? They're treating him as if he's a foundational black American. Why do y'all think the dominant society would do that? And why would that police officer rush to get him out there? I think this plan is about to go awry. I think it's about to go left. But what they're trying to do is, it's a big distraction. Now, let's talk about it. Follow me. Did y'all see? Remember? I'm going to say y'all names again. David, James. All them podcasts going to start making sense. Y'all going to be like, damn, he ain't lying. I don't know where the fuck one was going, but he ain't lying. Remember I did that podcast on the merger between Kroger and Albertsons? Remember that? I did it a long time ago, and Kroger owned Smith's, by the way, and Fred Meyer. It's a holding chain grocery store company. Basically, they own a whole bunch of grocery stores, just different names. Oh, you live in California, we'll call you something else. Oh, you live here, we'll call you Smith's. Oh, if you live Midwest, we'll call you Fred Meyer or Kroger, right? So, why would there be a stop to the proposal of the deal being sent through? It's like a $25 billion merger. Remember, you're like, well, why are you talking about this? Didn't we just say, and didn't we speak about how expensive groceries are? Why would the two mega giants, Kroger and Albertsons, why would they be merging? And why would the deal be stopping? We got to take a look at a lot of this stuff. We have to take a look at a lot of this stuff. Then you have the Israel strikes Syria 480 times and seizes territory. Y'all need to look at what's really going on. What happens on United States of American soil, we can control and we can make sure it's done right. Because the dominant society always does that. But look at all the stuff that it's almost like the Childish Gambino video when he was dancing, but it was all this violence and shooting going on behind him and chasing and all that. And you have to keep watching the video to see exactly what's going on. Remember, they cloned Tyrone when they was at which is my funniest. That's my favorite scene. When they was eating that chicken, everybody was in there laughing. Cause y'all know good and damn well that's how black folk is. We eat something good, you could just see somebody laughing. You be like, damn, I wonder what they laughing at. And you'll start laughing too because of the way they laughing. So they captured that really well. Well, I'll tell you this. This is what I think is going on. Because people don't know this. I've been waiting to see what they was going to say. Because I often look up the merger between Albertsons and Kroger. I've been looking that up for a long time. Like every so often, I'll look it up. I did that like a year ago, if I'm not mistaken, because there was a lot of people in Vegas complaining like, dog, we can barely afford groceries now. Now you're about to do a merger. We ain't going to be able to afford shit. Because Albertsons ain't cheap at all. So, let's see. Because I've been looking up. I wanted to see it, and there was an article that came across my desk that talked about the Kroger deal. Let's see. We'll have to look it up because they'll put it in plain sight, and then when you reload the damn site. Why would a federal judge? We need to look up that federal judge who blocked the merger. I'm very interested on who blocked it because whoever blocked it, that judge has ties to somebody. We need to. Who blocked it? Let's see. A federal judge in Oregon blocked Kroger's proposed $25 billion tie-up with Albertsons, ruling that the largest merger in United States supermarket history would limit competition and harm consumers. Now let's go back. Didn't I tell you that this shit was going to affect everybody? Motherfuckers be thinking I be doing these bullshit podcasts. Anybody, send this to anybody y'all know. That's why I mentioned the people that I mentioned in the beginning, because I know y'all probably look at these podcasts and be like, all right, I can't follow what Warren going right now, but I know this shit gonna make sense later on. Somehow, some way, this shit is gonna make sense. And here you have it. It was a brother. They went into, I don't know if it was CNN or somebody went into a black barbershop, and the brother straight said it. He was like, hey man, this economy is terrible. Like, I can barely afford to feed my family. When you go in a grocery store and you're paying $6, $7, $8 for a gallon of milk, like, I can't even afford to buy groceries. Ding. When Donald Trump said, yeah, we're going, the economy's really bad right now. Look what's going on. People can't even afford to buy groceries. Ding. I'm surprised none of y'all hit me up and be like, Warren, they are not playing about this grocery shit. I think you was on to something with that. That's because I owned stock in Albertsons. That's why. Before they were privately, because I had bought stock in, what did they own? Was it Save-Ons or Rite Aid? And then Albertsons bought them. So they take over the shareholders' price, if I'm not mistaken. It was so long ago. And then what they did was, because I think Albertsons is privately held, they didn't want people owning the stock, so they made everybody, like, basically cashed everybody out. Like, whatever stock you own, fuck you, nigga, you gotta cash out. You're gonna be like, but where is Warren going with this? We're gonna look up. Let's look up Albertsons. Here, I'm gonna look up Albertsons really quick because I just want to keep it there. Let's see. Man, Albertsons. Let's look up Albertsons. No. Albertsons. Where's Albertsons from? Because we need to Albertsons. Where is Albertsons from? Let's see. Let's look it up. No, that's not it. Okay. Here, let's go here. Let's see. I'm looking it up. No. Okay. No. Yeah, trade on the New York Stock Exchange. Yes, I'm telling you. Okay. With 2,253 stores as of the third quarter of fiscal year 2020 and 270,000 employees as of fiscal year 2019, the company is the second largest supermarket chain in North America after Kroger. Albertsons ranked 53rd in the 2018 Fortune 500 list of the largest United States corporation by total revenue. Okay, let's see. Prior to its January 2015 merger with Safeway Inc. for $9.2 billion. So let's go down the history. Let's see. Oh, of course, where I am, which I knew. I just wanted to make sure I had it. Albertsons is from Idaho. That's where it is from. It is actually from Boise, Idaho, as in Boise State. And yes, when I visited Boise State, before I moved from Vegas, anything I visited, the first thing that I noticed was it's a bunch of damn Albertsons. And let me tell y'all something. Y'all come out here, look, go to Boise and look at these Albertsons. They are humongous. Huge. Not like the bullshit Albertsons in Vegas or in LA or these. It's a vibe. These motherfuckers out there, the goddamn fucking, these people, I said, these people sure don't do a lot of drinking. They do a lot of farming, a lot of drinking. They had a big ass bar in there. It was a vibe when I went in there. I just went in there to use the bathroom. I was like, what the fuck is going on in here? Why is all these people in here shopping? Niggas is broke. Oh, they sitting at the damn wine bar. They sitting at the bar drinking. Motherfuckers was literally in there drinking. And then I noticed, I said, damn, it's a lot of Albertsons. And not just it's a lot of Albertsons. I was like, they got parks named after this lady. Damn, who the fuck is Catherine Albertsons? And then I was like, that can't be the same people that own Albertsons. Nah, there's no way. There's no fucking way. There's no way. So I didn't even look it up. I didn't even think nothing of it. I didn't think nothing of it. And then Google is your friend. And Catherine and her husband, they are the progenitors and the creators of Albertsons out of Boise, Idaho. Now, why would they want to merge with Safeway and then do a $25 billion merge with Kroger, who's at the top? So they're second, they're at the top. Now, why do y'all think they would do that? Doesn't it sound just like healthcare? Y'all following me now? Are y'all following what Warren is saying? It isn't just healthcare that's fucking people over. I don't make no excuses for healthcare, none of that. It's a flawed. I agree with Donald Trump. He wasn't lying. It's a flawed system. It's horrendous. My family knows about it. I know all about it. Right? So you have that part of it. But you know how we like, oh man, they've been robbing people for years. Well, so have the grocery stores. And you know what's so funny? While we sit up here looking at this man that killed the other man, the insurance, we need to be looking at all these Fortune 500 companies that directly impact our bill to sale, meaning we have our receipt of all the groceries that we're buying. And if not only do that, we need to look at where the groceries are coming from. Now, the good thing about in Boise, Idaho, they have a lot of local stores because they got a lot of farms, kind of like, your Oklahomas, your Wyomings, your North and South Dakotas, that type of shit. I was talking to my cousin, she's out that way, and she was saying it's a lot of farms too. So, a lot of farms, you could just go on the farm and buy your shit direct to consumer. You ain't even got to go in the grocery store, maybe for fruits and stuff like that. But like your meats, if you're a meat eater, nigga, you ain't got to do all that. And a lot of these farmer stuff is sold primarily out here in their Albertsons and all their other grocery stores. And then they have their own little health grocery stores because they have a lot of stuff. You'll be surprised what they have. Let me tell you something. When I saw that, I was like, that's a big ass Albertsons. I was like, what the fuck? Why is it so big like that? Maybe because they ain't got that many. Man, you drive around Boise, Idaho, they got 1,000 of them out here. I'm like, for them to have so many, why are they so big? Let me tell y'all how big they are. They make Walmart supercenters look like the 99-cent store. If Albertsons wanted to do what Walmart did and have clothes and shit in there and have an oil change, they'd put Walmart out of business out here. I'm telling you. So, because I remember when I went to Denver, I noticed Denver, I forgot what grocery stores, what was the big grocery stores out there? I think maybe it might be Fred Meyer or maybe Walmart. I didn't see a lot of farms, but I noticed that the grocery stores weren't that big. You can always tell when it's something native, because when it's native, they make it a monument. And when I saw that shit, I was just like, man, what? What the fuck is going on? Why is this shit so big? So after I see that, I'm like, damn, my dog's just barking. I wonder what the fuck they barking at. Man, I can't even go check on them. I'm cooking right now. So I started doing my research and following the rabbit hole. And then when you visit Denver, they like, grocery stores, we got the Walmart. It wasn't nothing big, but I noticed when I visited Boise, Idaho 2 years ago, I was like, what's up with the fucking big ass Albertsons? So I didn't think to Google it while I was there visiting, because I was trying to take everything in. But the one thing I did notice, a lot of that direct to consumer is out there. And two, when you go in the grocery stores, you see a lot of local farmers and shit. So, man, hold on real quick, y'all. I'm about to go see what the fuck my dog, they don't ever bark, so something's going on. Hold on. My bad, y'all. You know how it is when motherfuckers be delivering. Some people be trying to be funny and keep ringing the doorbell over and over and over again. Overdoing it. Nigga, get the fuck on. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So when I started following, I was like, I just started noticing shit when I went into the grocery stores. I was like, you pick up the stuff, you look from this local farm, from that local farm. So when I went and visited again, now I'm asking questions because I didn't done my research. So, Catherine Albertsons, y'all got a big ass park named after her. So they from here. They gotta be from here or been here, start the first Albertsons. Boom. The natives, a brother who worked at an African American museum in Boise was like, yeah, you're gonna see a lot of those and they're gonna be big as a motherfucker. And I was just like, wow. Wow. And this was after Albertsons was trying to do the merge with Kroger. Y'all remember when I did that podcast? And I was like, this is not good. Motherfuckers put on the news what they want. See, let me just say this. Fuck all that. We could never say the dominant society didn't tell us. That's their job. That's why it's an even kill. Because they can be like, we told y'all was too busy concentrating on that Italian motherfucker who shot the insurance guy. See, we just, insurance. I'm not taking up for them because, like I said before, we know what they get down is. But look at what the grocery stores are about to do. And I wonder who the judge is who's holding it up. It's all connected. Because if they merge, like the cell phone companies, back in the day when cell phones became prevalent, it was 1,000 cell phone companies. Metro, the Chirp, Sprint, this. What did they do slowly but surely to the American people? We'll just make 2 or 3 cell phone companies and we'll own all the rest. It's not gonna be long before it's just AT&T and T-Mobile or AT&T and Verizon. One of them 3 is gonna buy another motherfucker. Then you ain't gonna be able to hop around. Same thing with car insurances. You like, what you mean? One world government, one way. That's why you go from city to city and everybody got these e-bikes. They want it to be where everybody have to drive an electric car. You can't get gas. And that's why they've been pushing this for years. Years. So I just want y'all to get, groceries are so goddamn expensive. Y'all not paying attention to that? Because I know the fuck I am. I said, oh, no wonder they keep flashing the Italian in front of our faces about him shooting the CEO and all that other stuff. No wonder they doing that, because what's going on in the back, you got the war about to pop off with Israel and Syria. So now you got that. Because, you know, if Joe Biden on his way out, he going to go out with a bang, right? Then you got Daniel Panay getting off with a murder. That's 3. That's 2 or 3. Then you have the 2 largest supermarkets trying to merge. And they know nobody is really paying attention to them until that federal judge like, nah, y'all can't do that. Y'all cannot do that. No, y'all cannot do that. I wonder if that federal judge is a Republican or a Democrat. I'm very interested to know. Because we've been talking about groceries for a while, a long while. A long while. And you like, well, why are you making such a big deal? Because I'm trying to show you what they do to people. It's theater, television, programming. They're putting certain things in front of you so you're not paying attention to what the fuck else is going on. That's why you gotta watch Childish Gambino's video 1,000 times. That's why you gotta watch The Matrix. I'm still a student of The Matrix. Shout out to Sophia Stewart, the queen mother of The Matrix, who wrote that in the 80s. She's a genius. How would you know how to write a movie like that in the 80s? And everything that's in that movie is relatable to now. Think about it. They all want us driving electric cars. They all want us dependent on one type of food supply, which is a grocery store. They don't want you having water wells and aqueducts and all that, where you have, reserves of water. If you look at Vegas about to run out of water in a minute. Vegas is gonna be borrowing water from everywhere else. Vegas shares water with Arizona and California, certain parts of California. So you have that, right? Then there's gonna be another major food shortage. Shout out to the Honorable Dr. Claude Anderson, who talks about that all the time. And there was one, remember? The no toilet tissue and the no water. So if you live in a state where everything gets shipped in, I'm not talking about Amazon Prime, I'm talking about all your food supply gets shipped in, you might want to be looking around to pay more attention to what's going down. And I'm not trying to rhyme. I'm just being dead ass. This is serious. Because I've been watching this Kroger shit for a minute. And what brought my attention to it, because I had owned stock in Albertsons. And I was like, that's weird. Why would they want to partner up with Kroger? And then I even played. It was a meeting that was held in Summerlin, Las Vegas. And them dominant society white folks was like, you got to be kidding me. What the fuck are y'all doing? You can't let this merge go through. Everybody can't afford to shop at Albertsons. See what I'm saying? See, a lot of people, if you live in a big farm, they just go to the farm and get your food. Yes, like the lettuce and the fruit and the meat. I'm pretty sure if you got it directly from the farm and they're not using steroids or anything on those cows and bison, you'd probably be a lot healthier, right? So remember, while we watching this CEO and this killer put on this theater, these grocery stores got a whole nother plan for your ass. And it's the hidden hand making all the moves. Oh, it's going to be more people that's getting pardoned. Don't be surprised if Harvey Weinstein gets pardoned and he just walks away scot-free. But R. Kelly still remains in prison. I'm telling you, y'all better start looking around. See, the Republicans winning was a defeat for the Democrats. That was the whole goal, to leverage our vote so they can know, hey man, we not voting for nobody, but you need to understand there's a hidden hand that ain't playing no games with us. And if they're not putting things in a better perspective for us, then we just got to wake up. And I know I'm way over, but I really, really want to talk about this. Because if you look at things, look at the Jay-Z and Puff Daddy thing. Y'all didn't see that writing on the wall? Y'all didn't see that? Like, yep, they're going to get you too. Just because you're quiet doesn't mean that we like you. No. Those people, those little bitty billionaires, they like you. We don't give a fuck about you. So remember the same shit. They got a whole nother plan. Look at the plan. Look at the way it's running. They found the killer right when it was the verdict for Daniel Panay, or whatever his name is, about Jordan Neely, right? They're smart, very intelligent. We're not gonna get the same blowback or reaction because people are more paying attention to this killer, right? Okay, so now that boom, he walks off scot-free. Nobody even is like, hey man, you killed somebody. Where are all these dominant society people that wanted us all to vote for Democrats? Where they at? Why they not saying shit? Where's Eminem? Where's all these people? Yeah, I'm calling you out. Where's Tim Wise? That's what I'm saying. Where are these people at that's like, hey man, yeah, that CEO got killed. Okay, all right, we'll get to that. But hey man, you choked somebody out. You could have let him go. You could have made sure he was breathing, and you could have told him, look, bro, if you get up and act a fool, I'm gonna subdue you again. And he should have told somebody, man, y'all call the police so they'd be waiting so this man don't get to acting a fool. You don't kill him. That's because it ain't no justice. It's just us. While y'all sitting up here, okay, I'm proud of him. While y'all sitting up here, liking every story that somebody got to say. I can get it if a comedian says no Diddy. But when you have these people coming out like, oh man, no Diddy, but then you go Google Diddy White Party, it's 100 million people there, all niggas that was hanging around with him the whole time. Now you want to come out and tell? You should go. I bet you if they told Gene Deal, put your hands behind your back, you're under arrest for being complicit in a conspiracy to sex traffic, then I bet you just be like, I didn't even do nothing, see, because I was just his bodyguard, see. And when Puffy was telling me to close my eyes while he was sitting up there and sticking his finger in my belly button and smelling it, I was just telling Puffy, now why you gonna do that? Why would you do that and smell my belly button? Because you know I should be able to smell yours too. That's the type of dumbass shit he's on. They should just go around and arrest. Oh, you want to come out and tell a story? You're arrested. Put your arms behind your back. Then motherfuckers will be like, then we will know how to shut the fuck up and not have nothing to say. See, we got to learn how to be on code even when we disagree with people. Like I said, when I talked about Kendrick Lamar and Lil Wayne, that was my partake on Lil Wayne performing for the Super Bowl. But I love both those brothers. Of course, I'll always be impartial to Kendrick. He's from the West Coast. I'm from the West Coast. I like his style of rap and I like his music selection. But if an album isn't that great for me, that doesn't mean I don't love him as an artist. It may be great for someone else. You know what I'm saying? I'm more of a production type of person, so I like good production. You have to be like a Pusha T for me to really, really want to listen to you, or Jadakiss, and you don't have good production, or a Nas type person. But that doesn't mean I don't love that brother and I wouldn't be on call. I'm always be on call with him. Because Albertsons and Kroger are definitely on code. And you have no idea the plans that they probably had. They probably doing that Birdman hand rub. They probably was like, ooh, we about to do the Birdman hand rub. We about to get paid. Look at these dumb motherfuckers at the bottom. The commoner, the fickle crowd. They paying attention to this man that killed that man. And they don't know we just as bad as the health insurance companies. Matter of fact, we're worse. Because you can go a while without health insurance, but how long can you go without food if you're not following the principles of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad? How long? Motherfuckers be making fun of the Nation of Islam, but I will put the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's teaching about food up against any black Christian church and any white Christian church. I would. And he in the Nation of Islam will run rings around y'all. Rings, because they know the Bible, they know your religion, and they know how to self-sustain. There were more farmers in the 70s and the 80s than the black Christian churches. That's what I believe. But I believe it died off once it got to like the 80s and the 90s. It's like, especially on the West Coast, like farming, like who wants to do that? I gotta go get a job. I gotta go get this paper, and I get it. But now we're reverting back to this because why we're not thinking about farms? Go visit one of these states, like I told y'all. Go to Nebraska. Go to Wyoming. Go to North and South Dakota. Go see how them people live. You're going to be like shocked. Go to Montana. Go to these places. Go to Iowa. Why? Because you're going to see, you don't never hear no bullshit about those states. You don't. You never hear the bullshit about them running out of water, running out of food, running out of resources. Why is that? Like I said, I'm telling you, there's a master plan, and I think they got a whole woo-wah for us with the grocery stores. I know for a fact they do. Because why would y'all want to merge? Corporations, it's inbuilt in them to be competitive. But see, now they're taking on the stance of McMahon from WWE. Y'all need to go watch that documentary of him on Netflix. Very, very smart, intelligent businessman. Man, he done gotten sued by women and some old shit. He still hired them back because he's like, this is good for business. You can't be emotional in business. He was like, you can't be emotional. You gotta learn how to move forward. You can't be emotional. If the idea is good, the idea is good, whether you like the guy or not. And that taught me a lot too. Like, damn, he ain't lying about that shit. You can't be emotional in business. So let's see. A federal judge in Oregon blocked Kroger's proposed $25 billion tie-up with Albertsons, ruling that the largest merger in U.S. supermarket history would limit competition and harm consumers. The ruling is a major setback for the chains and puts the merger's likelihood in jeopardy. Neither company immediately commented following the ruling. The merger announced in 2022, what did I tell you? This is a couple of years ago. Sought to combine the 5th and the 10th largest retailers in the country. The companies own dozens of grocery chains, including Safeway, Bonds, Harris Teeter, and Fred Meyer. Supermarkets have been losing ground in recent decades to competition, and Kroger and Albertsons wanted to merge to better fight off Walmart and Amazon. You like that? You like how they want to blame Walmart and Amazon? Well, we can't compete with them. Man, nigga, yes, y'all can. Lower your damn prices. And Walmart ain't shit either. Don't even get me on Walmart. They stinky meat. But anyway, Kroger and Albertsons employ mostly ununionized workforces and said they wanted to merge to be more competitive against non-union giants such as Walmart, Amazon, and Costco, which Sam's Club is owned by Walmart. So the grocers also faced increased pressure from Aldi, the fastest growing German discount supermarket chain. See, they want to blame. See how they go, oh, well, we got to merge because we can't. You see what I'm saying? That's the Gene deal. We got to call it the Gene deal. See, we got to merge, see, because them other grocery stores, they ain't got no union. So we can't just compete with them. So we got to team up. Why don't you just lower your prices? See, if we lower our prices, then the big bosses, aka masses, can't take their kids to Disney World type shit. The merger would accelerate our position as a more compelling alternative to larger and non-union competitors, Kroger CEO Rodney McCullen said when the deal was announced in 2022. Kroger committed to lowering grocery prices by $1 billion following the merger, but Judge Adrian Nelson rejected the argument. Adrian Nelson, I'm almost done. I had to. I know I'm going way over, but I had to, y'all, because this is very important. Let's look up Adrian Nelson. Let's look her up. Federal judge Adrian Nelson. Let's see who she is. We're probably not gonna find nothing on her. Let's see who she is before we get off. Let's see. A sister. Okay. Adrienne Camille Nelson is an American lawyer and jurist serving since 2023 as a United States District Judge of the United States District Court for the District of Oregon. She was previously a justice of the Oregon Supreme Court from 2018 to 2023 and a judge on the Multnomah County Circuit Court in 2018. Let's see. Okay, legal career. Yeah, so she's from Portland, Oregon. And if you would know anything about demographics and geography, Oregon and Idaho are right next to each other. Literally, it's like 20 minutes to get to Oregon. So I know it's a lot of Albertsons out there. Let's see. Wow. Okay. Let's see what else. Like that. Appointed Nelson as judge on the, okay. Governor Kate Brown appointed Nelson to the Oregon Supreme Court. Nelson is the first African American to serve on the Oregon Supreme Court and appellate court judge. This is very interesting. On July 14, 2022, President Joe Biden nominated Nelson to serve as the United States District Judge. I knew it tied back to them. Because guess what? Now they're going to have bragging rights. Well, our district court federal judges who stopped that merger, and that's the reason why you guys don't have to deal with high prices. I told you, everything always leads to something, but if she was smart, she wouldn't do the devil's work for them dominant society people, because that's the one thing I do know. Keep playing with these people's money. You can be a judge all you want. Keep playing with them. It is a matter of time. A matter of time. As Morphe said, not a matter of hope, but a matter of time. And this rabbit hole goes way deeper than what I'm talking about. But I knew it because I'm like, that don't seem right. Normally they let mergers go through. Now all of a sudden y'all care about people's groceries, but Biden been in office all this time, y'all never care. So I'm believing that that's somebody behind the scenes politicking. Stop the merger. And then what's about to happen is those mergers between those two corporations are probably Republicans. And what they're going to do, and now it's going to be the blame game. And what did Neely Fuller Jr. say? When you see two dominant society people arguing, if they're not arguing about replacing the system of racism, white supremacy, and establishing the system of justice, meaning the racial group that means the most constructive help needs and gets the most constructive help, if they're not fighting about that, they're fighting about who's the biggest slave master. That's all I'm going to say. Because when have y'all ever known for them to stop a deal? That deal was 2022. So when have y'all ever known for them to be like, oh man, we can't do that, y'all. We can't do that. The groceries, we can't have the groceries there. Please stop. They working on something around the clock right now to make sure this shit go through. And it's not the end of it. I just think they're putting the Italian killer up front because they're trying to work some shit out behind the scenes. Because either party don't care about the dominant. I mean, either partner doesn't care about foundational Black Americans fight against the oppressive dominant society is what I wanted to say. I didn't want to say it wrong. Neither party cares. They're going to be on code. Y'all just need to look at the game plan. Because why would she stop that? I'm not going to be like, yeah, sister stopped it. No. Once Joe Biden nominated you, yeah, shill, Democrat. Because this is going to be a talking point. Just wait, you'll see. But remember, the hidden hand is always got their hands in something. Don't ever think they are for you. The majority of the time, and 99.999% of the time, they're always for them. That's why they got this guy out there and they're propagating him around while all this dysfunction is going on in the background. That guy assassinated Jordan Neely. He choked him until he died. And they ain't said nothing. They ain't talking about mental health or nothing. Nothing. They're just talking about the CEO of insurance company. That's all they want to talk about. And that's what they're going to keep talking about until that play fades, and then they'll talk about something else. But they're not going to talk about the meat and potatoes of the situation. So that means something even bigger is coming. Because let me tell you, we're just the pawns in the wealthy people's game in this society. I'm done. Guilty. Peace.